Good morning. My name is Skylar, and if you haven't seen me on here before, I have CPTSD. I don't talk about it a lot because I don't like the label. Maybe people have made me feel like I shouldn't like the label, but I think it came with a very special gift, at least for me. And if you're like, how can having complex PTSD give you some sort of gift? Well, let me tell you, I am overly aware of literally everything going on around me. If something just seems off, I'm going to catch that shit. I pick up on every little change. I study behaviors, body language, reactions, eye contact, changes in voice tone, inconsistencies. I study it. I don't even mean to study it. It's just what my brain naturally does. Is it a trauma response? 1000%. Sometimes it annoys people around me because they can tell I'm reading them like a book. But if something seems off, I'm going to catch it. And I'm going to make a mental note of it. Here's the thing though. I'm not just paying attention to the way that you're interacting with me. I'm paying attention to the way that you're interacting with others. So if I hear you tell a story to me and 6 weeks later I hear you tell the story again to someone else, there's any inconsistency, I'm going to make a mental note of it. And the next time you tell me a story, I'm going to be able to figure out if you're being truthful or if you're being deceitful. That memory stays in my file for years to come. Like, it just doesn't go away. I always know. If I walk into a room, my spidey senses are going to tell me if I should leave that room. Now, here's the other part that kind of sucks. Sometimes I give people too many chances and I ignore all the red flags. They stay in my file and I remember them, but I'm always looking to counteract them. I'm always searching to debunk the idea that someone is not being honest or isn't a good person. That's the fault. That's the problem with all this, right? I've made the mental notes in my head and I choose to ignore those mental notes a lot of the time. I will say I'm getting really good at cutting people off though. Kind of proud of myself for that, actually. It's been a long road, but I can tell you right now that 9 times out of 10, I am usually spot on. So I trust my instinct. I trust my intuition. I trust my hypervigilance. And you're probably never going to know that I have all these mental notes about you in my head. So don't fucking lie to me. Don't act one way one day and then act completely different a couple weeks later. I will study your behaviors, your facial expressions, your tone changes, your inconsistencies, and make a mental string map like Olivia fucking Pope. And you won't know what's coming. And here's the deal. Being someone who is honest to a fault, you don't want to cross somebody who's honest to a fault with hypervigilance. Because I tend to keep receipts as well, in case I ever need to prove that you're lying about something. Moral of the day, there's a lot of us hypervigilant people walking around the earth. So either get better at lying, stop lying, and don't be passive aggressive because we don't like that shit. We're actually a lot smarter than most of you give us credit for. So have a great day.